standing before my main trailhead here to the canyon trail. Eventually we'll lead you to the waterfall, water trickle right now in the summer. But our waterfall, our seasonal waterfall, and the Los Pinetos Trail, a famous and popular trail that will take you from the bottom of the canyon actually to the top of the canyon, to the top of the mountain range. On a good day, you can see Catalina Island. It's very fine out there. This is the trailhead that will also lead you to our camping section for the larger groups, and that which we will lead our twilight hikes from. We do, on occasion, infrequently, offer twilight hikes, which gives the patron an excellent opportunity to see the facility after hours at night, after the sun goes down and when the crepuscular animals and the nocturnal creatures come out. It's a simple changing of the guard. We will see the diurnal, day active animals split and come back to bed, and the nocturnal animals are taken off getting ready to hunt. This trail will lead you 2 miles to that section and then to the waterfall and eventually to the Los Pinetos Trail. In this direction we have our hillside trail and picnic grounds directly across from the main center, the main nature center building. Our Karen Pearson Hillside Trail will lead you to the top of the mountain here as well. We have a little water tank up there with some benches. People have taken advantage of having picnics up there. And again, this particular trail will lead you to the top of the mountain range here, and over the hill will take you down into Ellesmere Canyon and into the end of the road at Newhall Road, formerly known as San Fernando Road. I believe it's now Newhall Road. Our picnic grounds are satisfactory enough to support 100 people or more. Oh, way to go, Kala. Getting a little hot out here for Kala.
Frank, what kind of falcon we call it?
Kala is a Harris's hawk, and they're not typically found here in the Santa Clarita Valley. They are more closely associated with Texas, New Mexico, Arizona. This is their normal habitat, but they are here in California with the falconry population. I am a practicing falconer. My partners are. We hunt with these birds, and we are federally permitted and state licensed to have these birds. You cannot have these birds otherwise without going through a special process. My partners and I are carrying on a tradition that's been around for over thousands of years, close to 3,000 years, the art of falconry. These birds are hunting for their own food. They're doing whatever they would do normally in the wild. For our part, we are to keep them alive. We provide fresh food, shelter, and water, and of course we are required to release them at wild game. We're not bird keepers. We actually have to hunt these birds at wild game. It's a requirement of our permit, which, like all permits, can be revoked at any time. As I mentioned earlier, everything about our facility is energy efficient and or recyclable to some extent or another. This bridge I mentioned earlier is actually made out of the tread. The part you walk on is actually made out of recycled plastic grocery bags. This wood is made out of recycled pallets and sawdust. Everything we do here at our facility, from recycling 12 different ways to this bridge to our composting educational center in our native nursery, is all about energy efficiency and being environmentally friendly. It's our purpose here at the Nature Center to share this information, to share this wealth that we have, and to encourage other people to do the same thing. We are many peoples, but we only have one planet, and we got to do everything we can at this level, at our level, people, to be able to save it and save our surrounding community. This stream actually will end up in the Santa Clara River, which will eventually end up at the Pacific Ocean, a little bit north of the Ventura County line. So anything that happens here at Placerita will end up in the ocean. We have to make sure that we teach and educate people to that extent, and to make sure that they know that anything that they litter certainly could end up in the ocean and be harmful to our seas. That's not something that we encourage. That's something that we discourage and that we want to make sure people are aware of. You have to make it individual. You have to shut the lights off when you leave the room. Turn the TV off when you go outside, boys and girls. Make sure when you're brushing your teeth, you turn the water off. That's easy. That should be real easy, and we encourage you to do that as well. If you want reptiles, we've got reptiles. I mentioned the Reptile Festival. That's a one-year event. It happens annually once a year. Side blotch lizards, alligator lizards, gopher snakes, king snakes, racer snakes, rattlesnakes. We can even talk to you about rattlesnake safety and the importance of rattlesnakes in our community here at the Placerita Nature Center. Very important that folks know how important those animals are in the community. They are one of nature's natural rodent controls, and we do not, and definitely do not encourage folks to kill snakes. We preserve snakes. They are a very important part of the ecological features that we have here and a part of the balance of nature. But you can come and see them. They're here everywhere, and they're here typically between March and November, snake season in California. One of the other features we have here at the Placerita Canyon Natural Area is a famous Walker cabin. And a lot of folks don't know this, but this property was homesteaded by a family named Walker before the state took it over. They are the family that sold the property to the state of California. Frank and Hortense and their 12 children lived in this valley. Lived in this valley from here at the Nature Center all the way through and including Sand Canyon. In the winter months, when Frank could not move around as much due to the snow at the other end of the valley, the topography is higher up there. Excuse me, the elevation is higher up there, so the snow would be deeper, and he couldn't do chores and or raise his family. He brought them down here to this section of the canyon where he raised them in this actual cabin. It was bigger than it was today, but Frank and Hortense and their children had many, many wonderful stories of living in this valley. I've spoken with several of the surviving children. 4 are still survived today in September of 2010, and they do visit infrequently, but we do see them on a regular basis here, sharing their stories, sharing their times here in the canyon with us at staff, our volunteers, and any visiting patron that happens to be fortunate enough to be standing here when they come by.